upset because his baby mama was not supposed to be his baby mama. But he ended up messing with her, and it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, right, but he was bored. So they ended up having a kid together, and they jumped into a relationship without knowing one another. And so he's trying to do the right thing because of the baby, but in our nationality, like, and he said he didn't want to just go through that again because a lot of dudes have a lot of different baby mamas and they don't even know who they are. And I said, well, you don't feel like that can happen if you buying it? And he said, nope, because I use protection and I'm not on the drugs that I was on or whatever. And I was just like, wow. But these boys, like, in they early 20s, you know what I'm saying? So that was different, you know what I'm saying? Then the other one was like, you know, his baby mama stuff was just garbage. And I was just like, with y'all. And then he said no attachments. It won't be no attachments. You know what I'm saying? A lot of females being their emotions, and that's not what he looking for. That's what the dude said. He said he don't want to be attached to somebody like that or whatever. He just wants to, you know. And I was just like, well, either way it go, by someone who has learned better. It is difficult for me to sit there and listen to somebody go down the wrong path because it does not turn out right at the end of the road. Like, we have to continue to allow God to use us. And as long as we continue to use our temples, you know what I'm saying? And I had to let him know. And y'all, I'm not making nothing up. I had to learn this stuff myself. Like, y'all not understanding. I had to grow up in a lot of different ways myself. So when I'm learning things, I don't mind sharing them with somebody else because a lot of people don't have education or was not taught the birds and the bees. You know what I'm saying? Or was around a lot of sexual activities like I was and just thought that it was okay. Like, you don't never know. So that's why I be talking like this world is too sexual. You know what I'm saying? Even to where you have to even go there. Like, they young. They just young. And, you know, it might been going on. You know what I'm saying? But I had never heard it in this big age. So I was just like, wait a minute. Okay, well, how about you just try to go without? And people always making excuses about not wanting to let go of things that they've been doing for a long time. And that means you are weak and you don't have control over your own mind. And you allowing that spirit that's on you to continue to win. But God has a more beautiful assignment for you. You understand? But when you start doing crazy stuff just to feel good for the moment, like, that's crazy. So anyway, also, y'all have to stop allowing people to use y'all to get what they want. It's funny how a lot of people that didn't like one another at first, all of a sudden, it's okay to have a change of heart. Don't get me wrong. Now, I don't want to seem like negative Nancy, but when you see stuff and you know better, now sometimes you just see stuff. And me, that's my problem. I speak about it because it just ruffles my feathers if I don't. Especially if it's right up under me. I can't sit around too much stupid stuff for too long. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I'll tell you that right now. Especially if it's real close to me. Sometimes I can't mind my business. I'm gonna say something, especially, yeah. Or don't make me feel like you're picking, baby. I'm gonna, yeah. Anyway, it's just a lot of stuff that I don't know, y'all. But yeah, I had to go on and hit y'all with the first part because, hey, Ephesians 6:4 tell you not to provoke your children to anger. And I know a lot of parents are doing the best that they can, and they have not done nothing to their kids but spoiled their kids. That's another thing as well. We can spoil our kids and they'll turn out just like everybody else. You just done spoiled them and they think that you got to do it. You obligated to do it. Yada, 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 yada. Now, I will let mine know real quick. You are my child, but you are not a kid. And those days are over. I've raised them, and I've raised them the way I was raised, even better. Because just because I didn't do it, I made sure that I put my foot on my kids' neck, and I did not play with them at all. And I can't say they did not learn, because like I always tell people, we have to sometimes bump our heads, but I will never allow anybody to compare my young adults to old fools. I will not do it. I cannot do it in real life. You know what I'm saying? Just be aware of who you have children with. I don't care how long you was with that person before the child was conceived, because mine was not just no pop-up. I was with these people, in a relationship with these people. And, you know, people forget how silent people be. And you don't even be doing it for recognition. You be doing it because that's just you. But baby, I learned, and I ain't just learned the other day. I've been learned, but sometimes it still trigger me, because you do feel like it's a waste of time that you put out for people, but then you realize that it was never about them, it's all about you. So whoever I was silent with, it had, and if you used me, that was on you, baby. If you prayed on me, that's between you and God, because I don't feel like that's nice to just use people to come up, because I didn't take from y'all, bro. I damn near gave over 20-some people a duck head outfit when I was young at the schoolhouse, knowing these people that like me. Y'all, I'm just throwing out little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because people really ain't fool with me like that. And I'm just kind-hearted. Just give it. I remember I couldn't go out. My mama didn't allow me to run the streets. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you seen me out, because I had to went spend a night with somebody, or I either asked her when she was asleep, I have to ask God to forgive me for that, because that was wrong. But I was a child, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just be sitting up here thinking about stuff, because I was told that I was known in my hometown